Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's the kid, Jered Sanders, a.k.a. your resident minister, a.k.a. Mr. Hope is Dope, and you now tuned in to episode 6 of the Misfit Moments. I'm tapping in with y'all weekly to give y'all a little sprinkle of what God gave me in hopes to edify, edjumicate, and encourage all of y'all on the life of a misfit. See, the motto of the Misfits comes from Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. Listen, I don't intend to be before you long, and yeah, I know every preacher in America say that, and they done probably said it before, and it ain't gonna be the last time somebody say it. But I believe in the power of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, and the key component that's often missed is that with all the Beatitudes and the blessed of those, kids was there too. It wasn't just 5,000 men. If it was, I would wonder why they abandoned their families. If it was 5,000 plus men and women, I would wonder why they left the babies with grandmama near. So I think it's safe to say there were kids there too. Cool? So I'm going to read from James chapter 4, verses 13 through 16. And it says this way. Come now, you who say today or tomorrow we will travel to such and such a city and spend a year there and do business and make a profit. Yeah, you do not know what tomorrow will bring, what your life will be. For you are like vapor that appears for a little while, then vanishes. Instead, you should say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. But as it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. This misfit moment is gonna be called Tighten Up, cause you could die. So check it out, you could die before you finish reading this. I'm for real. I'm sorry, I'ma say it just like that. You could die before you finish reading this. I could die while you reading it today, at any moment. On the average day, we live so caught up in our own selves and what we got going on. On the average day, we don't consider God a whole lot. For real, for real. If we gonna keep it a bean. On the average day, we forget that our life is really like a vapor, like just like that. Do you really believe that you could vanish at any moment, that perhaps today you will die, or do you instead feel somehow invincible? Do you really just believe that your day-to-day is just gonna be what it is? And no matter what, you just know you finna get up, you gonna put your socks on, you gonna brush your teeth, you gonna put your mouthwash on. If you got some mouthwash, I do. I got the little gold or the brown Listerine. That's the one that be burning your gums and all that. But sometimes I feel like even myself, I get caught up in assuming that I just know that I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna live, and I'm gonna live it my way. And I oftentimes live my life as if like I got a whole lot of time here. You know, sometimes I get consumed with my own problems. I get stressed about my day-to-day life. I get stressed about bills. I get stressed about kids. I get stressed about my wife. I get stressed about all kind of stuff. Or sometimes when things are going good, I don't be stressed at all. I just be moving. I'm just finna do what I'm finna do, and I just live as if, you know, everything is gonna be all right. I'm gonna be able to pay for every bill. Nothing bad is gonna happen. You probably not gonna get sick. My alkaline levels is high. I be taking my multivitamin. That's why I don't get sick. I live my life as if I just know I'm finna be straight, right? I live my life feeling like I'm gonna be straight. And sometimes I think that my circumstances, especially when I'm feeling down though, that my circumstances are more important than God and the things that he tells me to do. Like deep down, the things I do sometimes look like I must have a right to disobey God because of all the things I got going on. It's like, man, these bills are due, man. Pardon me if I get angry at my coworker. Pardon me if I yell and raise my voice at my kids. Pardon me if I respond in anger when, you know, like, and sometimes even kids, you know, my kids can come in and, you know, I'm not having a good day, rah, and they might roar at me, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute now, you know, you got a little too much dip on your chip. But the reality of it is, sometimes we really do live our lives as if we just know that the next second, that the next breath, that the next footstep that we take is just gonna be. And a lot of times I have to recenter myself and realize nothing is promised. Tomorrow is not promised. And I find myself relearning this lesson often. How many of y'all do that? You be so stressed about your little science test or your quiz or your job or your examination that you got coming on, your studying that you got to do, that you forget that like today is a gift. It's not a guarantee. And even though I would like to think that I have an idea of how holy and powerful God is, clearly I'm still foolish enough to forget that life is really all about God and not about me. So the homework that we got is, how often do you think about how fleeting and temporary your life really is? How does this realization help you to live more transparently, lovingly, and trustingly in God? I don't even know if trustingly is a word, but it felt like one. But how many of us are living our lives as if we just don't know if we gonna make it? Because if you do, I would petition to keep that at the forefront of your mind, because you really don't know what is promised tomorrow. And that's how you should live your life. Love people like Christ loved everybody. Give freely, forgive freely, extend grace freely, extend mercy freely, because you don't know when your time is up. That's all I got, y'all. Misfits old, Misfits young, all of y'all Misfit kids, Misfit middle, Misfit high school, Misfit alumni, Misfit university, and even those that might be happening to jump on and listen to this podcast episode right now. Check it out, y'all. God loves you, but I want y'all to always remember this world is temporary, and that's why we subscribe to Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and perfect and acceptable will of God. That's all I got, fam.